We've done sicker shit.
I don't care. Okay, it's recording.
Okay. Alright, hey guys, it's Mikisami Unlimited.
And I'm the guy who's filming in a park.
We're filming in a park that's raining.
This is actually a monumental park towards Underground. Because, yeah.
I've been to school here. This is where I met John, and I got beat up and flung downstairs.
This is also where he got Jinzo and beat me for the first time. Was in this fucking park. So
Okay.
sit down.
Okay.
Sit.
Oh yeah, we were like on a table like this. Oh Anthony, well since I won't sit down.
Sit down.
All right, I see people coming.
Nobody's coming.
I don't-
People walking. Another take.
No, leave it.
No, because we can't just keep going.
Shouldn't you like raise it up a little? All right, so we're gonna talk about. I want to leave.
I've been shot.
I want to leave.
You want to leave? They're gone though. They're gone now.
Once the police come, they're gonna be like, "You like the fireworks, sir?"
Why are the police gonna come? Who's
I
gonna
don't
call
know.
the cops?
I'm panicking.
There's a white guy right there to tell them what happened.
I want to leave.
Where are we gonna go?
I won't go to my house. I'll do
You
it in my
sure?
backyard. Yes.
You see, everybody, these guys are punk. These guys are.
Hey guys, it's Mikisami Unlimited.
And it's Childish Gambino here.
Hi guys, it's Mikisami Unlimited with Spidey from Underground, the two leaders.
Childish Gambino. And we just changed the scenery because this guy's a punk. We had to change.
You know what? I actually want people to actually. I'm gonna go back to that clip just that you could see the fireworks that these people put. See, I tell you, I have a panic disorder. You cannot scare the fuck out of me.
We wrote this video idea down on a napkin.
Shut the fuck up. No, alright, yeah, okay, I don't care. Okay, so the video that we're going to discuss is we're going to discuss the original 10 members of Underground. The original 10 back before we released it on the internet saying, hey everybody, this is what we do. You know, this is when back in the day, because back in the day from Evan's knowledge, I'm pretty sure, like, there was only allowed to be 10 members.
Yes, that is correct. When I joined, there was about a couple of people, and then when I met this guy, and we incorporated some of the people he knew, and then we built the best possible 10 members that we had, because we tried to keep it, you know.
The funny thing is I find a little bit more ignorant. I remember back in the day with Underground, it was like, if you ain't good anymore, get the fuck out.
Yeah.
We were just like, we kick out a bad player, add in a good player.
Yeah, because that's the way it had to be. We only wanted the best of the best, the cream of the crop, and now we really have the cream of the crop because we have you guys. See, I complimented you there.
So, we're going to discuss, because we wrote down the original 10.
On a napkin, so you know it's going to be good.
Yes, apparently. So, we're going to go straight from 10. Number 10 is going to be Vincent. So now you can discuss Vincent because he knew Vincent.
Number 10 is going to be a guy who I personally knew, Vincent. I met Vincent around the same time I joined Underground. I met Vincent around the same time I joined Underground. He didn't join the same time as me. He was in there way before me. But when I first went into that 6-way duel to get into Underground, that's where I first met Vincent. He was just like a tall dude, and he was like a pretty chill dude. He had like a very strong battery man type deck. He had, and that was like back in the day. I'm talking about this is like 2004. 2005 Battery Man. We had like the 3. He had all that in there. And he had like a pretty solid deck, you know, with Thunder Monsters and Battery Man incorporated with all good staple spell and tribe cards back then. And nowadays, you know, but fuck nowadays. Back then, he was a solid player. Victor, number 10.
Okay. Number 9 is Greg. I met Greg around the same time when I can't really go into Paul because Paul will take this whole video So mainly Greg was a decent player at best. He wasn't a great player, but he ran a Gearfried warrior based deck because he had. I know there's that equip card where you could attack twice with a warrior type monster. I'm pretty sure.
I don't remember the name.
I don't remember.
We'll just put it over his head.
But, well, I ain't gonna look that up. But he used to use Gearfried the Iron Knight, Gearfried the Lightning. He would just love those cards.
Plane. Fucking plane.
Who's playing? No, what made... Oh, I don't... Don't call my friend Plane. mean, the only thing about Greg pretty much was he was like, the only thing that I found interesting about Greg at that time was that he was like one of the first people that were like in a relationship with like another person in Underground at the time.
You just had to say that, didn't you?
So what about that? All right, so number 9 is Greg with his warrior base deck, and I don't remember letting him in Underground, but I remembered when I first met him with all of like Ray's lackeys. He was just like in the back of the corner, just like, hey. And he was one of those real flamboyant guys. Hey!
Hey!
And then David saw
But
awful. Then I
Underground is tolerant to your sexuality, is what we're trying to say.
Black, gay, straight
Black, gay, white, straight.
Mexicans.
As long as you're not a clown, you're pretty much in. If you're not a clown or a net decker, you probably like that fucking clown. Remember Toy Story 3? The picture of the clown? That's like, oh, Evan, that's you? He's like the John voice over. Damn! Moving right along to number 8. Number 8 member, who was the eighth best out of the first 10, is Courtney. Now, I didn't meet Courtney when I got into Underground. Courtney was like my first test before I got into Underground. Before I was able to get into that 6-way duel. I remember like when I first when my friend Matthew first told me about it, like, oh, my friend's duel and everything. And I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. And then this one guy, Courtney, was like, oh, I remember I was talking shit. I was like, yeah, I'm the best. I just got my new deck. I first got new more manga and everything. I was like, I'm the fucking best. And one guy was like, oh, word? You the best, man? You the best? And then he came and I had to duel him and like do a match. And if I won, then it would have went to that. I dueled him and he had like a pretty strong goblin. He had like a very original like beat stick deck back in the day. Like a very beat stick deck. I was very defensive. I won the first round, he won the second round, and then something happened. I think like somebody had came and then like interrupted us from the third round, so we never finished it, but I was good enough to obviously join in. But Courtney was a pretty cool dude. He was my introduction into Underground. So, that's Courtney. That's number 8.
Number 7, well, also while we're doing this, I'm going to point this out that when we're going from 10 to 1, these are the people that are the strongest. We're doing basically weakest to strongest.
Yeah, these are rankings.
Yeah, this was our rankings back in the day.
They're not just random. These are rankings. These like
That's why we had to remembering like who was ranked who back in the day.
Because it's on a napkin.
So, number 7 was Adam. Adam was a duelist that I personally met. This was back in the day when we were still recruiting people, and he was running a water-based deck. He was the most unique person I think that I've ever encountered, based that he had a net decker brother. His brother was a net decker, but yet he was just like, I like my water deck, leave me alone. I still see Adam once in a blue moon, and he runs ice barriers now. But he's still a unique original. I would love to get Adam in one of these videos. But
what? Videos on the internet? Yu-Gi-Oh! Fuck out of here.
Fuck it. Damn!
That fucking clown.
Adam is not playing.
It's funny because every time this guy talks, a fucking plane comes.
The only thing that Adam really did me a favor, because when Paul went ballistic and went after all of us pretty much, I remembered Adam was the one that got back the ancient golem that was taken from me from that asshole.
I remember.
Adam went out of his way and said, motherfucker, you give back his card.
Better do it.
Better be nice.
Better be nice. I wrote it down on a napkin.
Better be nice. That's been Legendary Ocean.
No, you fucking went. I'm the guy who wrote shit down on the napkin, so you know it's important.
Next.
Number 5 on the list.
Number 6.
Number 6 on the list, because I can't count anymore. Number 6 on the list is Patrick. Now, I met Patrick when I first got into that 6-way duel. He's one of those people I first met. At the time, when I first met him, he was like right under D. And I was like, well, if I can get to this guy, I can get to that guy. So I was like, in that 6-way duel, I was really focusing on him. And it's funny because way, way back then, but like I said, this is like 2004, 2005-ish, Patrick actually had a water deck. He had a Royal Flush deck with Legendary Ocean, and he's like Mako Tsunami. He was like Freaky Fish guy. But nowadays he's like a really
I don't want to cut you off with this subject, but with that time when we were in Candy Palace, was that Patrick? Remember there was the time when that guy was like walking and you were like, Anthony, shut up. And you were just like looking at that guy and you were just like, and then when he left, he was just like, you know who that was, Anthony?
Oh,
That was Patrick. Oh, you don't say anything. I would have loved to duel him.
I don't want to do the guy. No, you don't do anything.
You know, well, that
Did
was,
you write it down on paper? I mean, napkin. Because Patrick was a very plain duelist, as you can hear. Very plain.
Damn you, plain.
Very plain. Red button. You actually have to press it hard.
Like, I'm gonna try to say this because this is gonna be hard for me, and he knows that this is coming. Number 5, David, my ex-boyfriend. Now,
Because this is just a fucking love soap opera, apparently. This is real shit. Treating it like a fucking this love circle.
because it's hard to be like, oh, we're gonna talk good about these people and him and him.
Well,
So, all right, I'll try to be calmly and say it like, and not try to bring up like the whole problem with me and him. So mainly, David joined Underground. David was actually just as strong as me and Evan. He ran a skill drain base deck with Beast King Barbaros, and he used to use stuff back in the day with Jurai Gumo and General Werewolf and Chainsaw Insect, and he was just more of a gambler type player where he just didn't care about secondary effects. He just like went and just like I did that, I did that. And the thing is, what mainly was the problem was against me and Paul was around that time frame. Paul net decked David and used that against C for C. So if you skill drain shit like Donzaloo, Spirit Reaper, and all that, I was just like, you copied my boyfriend, you son of a bitch. But the moral is, David's a no good son of a bitch.
All right, everybody, and that's number 5.
He took my innocence.
That did stop.
Next is number 4, which is me, but instead of me being cocky and talk about myself, Spidey will talk about me.
Thank you for stealing my line. Number 4, that guy. You know, that crazy guy who's in all your videos, boring you to death. You know, he sets up his videos. Hey, Underground members, it's me, the leader, Kisame, and, you know, I'm just kidding.
Hey guys, it's me, Kisame Unlimited. I'm on crack today. I'm on crack.
Crack cocaine, man. I'm on high as a kite.
I'm as high as a kite, but I don't gotta work because I have a house of my name.
Because I won. I fucking won.
I dropped it.